Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
What is up, everybody? Killing Spree 37 here.
And there's a silencer here.
And we have a guest today. Introduce yourself, guest.
Hello, you name it, you see me in the comments. I'm Dill Pickle.
Listen, this food
Dill?
Dill. I say
Fucking
this every
Pickle.
time people ask me about Dill Pickle. He just kind of showed up and never left, so I decided to keep him around. Well, I
He's
had
like
no
that
choice
stray
to keep
cat
him
that shows
around.
up at your house.
Nah, you know what? He's like a good STD. You know, that you just can't get the vaccine to cure.
You can't kill it.
He's my COVID-19. Just
COVID-19.
graduated, ladies.
And
A
gentlemen,
scholar and a gentleman.
What a
Dill
guy.
Pickle, how are you, buddy?
Good, pretty
Good. Listen, we have a jam-packed episode for you guys today. It's really going to be focused on a lot of things, but first and foremost, let me tell you and apologize again on behalf of Silencer. Silencer, so we're going to start off with the weekend, but Silencer, what happened last
Listen.
Monday?
We had some construction going on, and you know what? The guy that came and promised to finish it that certain day fucking left. Never came back. So we had all the shit moved out, and I couldn't do shit. So I didn't have all my equipment ready, plugged up. So that took a big hit, and then so we had to finish it ourselves because some asshole didn't want to finish it. So sorry guys, and life gets on the way.
Listen, what was the
Christmas to
what
me.
was the race of the gentleman that left you stranded?
It was, one of us.
Was he
One
Dill?
of
Was
us.
he Dill? He was one of us?
He was one of us.
Nah, it sounds like Dill complexion. That can't be.
No, if it was the complexion, he would have one of us working for him.
Oh,
Headshot.
the
You know how those people
gardener.
are. Yeah,
Listen,
the
I
gardener
know.
rebelling.
Silencer, how was your weekend?
Busy, and as far as headaches and as far as all that goes, I had a good relaxing week because I tried to get my hands on Christmas gift and for my family, but I didn't go so well. So everybody's getting socks and noodles just because, you know. I mean, what else can you expect when the stores are fucking packed? And listen, I'm the type of person that doesn't want to stay in line for 30, 40, 50 minutes, just to
I'm
pay for
done.
something. Fuck that.
Listen,
I know.
work in a store, and I know.
Yeah, so see, the struggle. Instead of seeing people just staying in line, like, what the fuck are you sitting in line? Go home, bitch.
Right.
I can't be
Yeah.
doing that. So I don't know. I was gonna order some stuff online, but the shipping is crazy right now. Fucking taking another month to come. Oh yeah, here's your Christmas gift. Fucking a month later.
I know. I ordered some underwear that was supposed to be here like fucking Tuesday, and it's like a whole fucking week, and they're like, delays, and I'm like, bitch, there wasn't no delay when you took the money out my fucking credit card.
I try to refund it. It's gonna take another month.
For real. So, have you
Somebody's
settled on
back.
a Christmas gift for your family?
Just little things here and there. Necklace for my sister, my brothers, and you know what? I'm gonna get myself a nice little carry-on little present that I can't tell you, but I think you know what it is.
Carry on. You can tell these guys a Beretta, extended
Listen, it was
clip,
supposed to be
gold plated,
with the horse on the side.
etched in Mexico.
What a punch
Yo.
it takes.
And then you know what you're gonna have on the side of the gun, like a slogan. It's gonna be like "Crash changed me."
The crashing with the black horse. Yeah, I can
El
tell you.
caballo negro.
It just sounds like my type of gun.
Fucking guy, just giving out headshots.
Headshot.
I mean, other than that,
Headshot.
everything's good. I'm not gonna get super fancy this year. Fuck that.
Nah,
So
that sounds
it's,
super fancy.
Well, for myself, yeah, but you know what? Last year I didn't get shit for myself. I was too worried about getting other people stuff. And I left myself in the dark, shot myself in the foot.
So now, are you taking the turn and not
And shooting
getting like
everybody
a
else in the foot.
significant other, a girlfriend you're maybe seeing? You're not gonna get her something this year. You're gonna focus on you.
Don't focus on me, buddy. No, I'm gonna get her something, but not the same as, the the quality as my gift.
A fucking hard cock for Christmas.
Rap
Yo,
included.
we gotta talk about, bro. We gotta talk about like women just giving fucking box for Christmas. That shit was like, at one point it was like, hey, that's all
That's
I
like
have. You know what I'm
2000.
saying? That's yeah. That was like in 2000. I'd even say like the 1990s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your birthday? Here you go. I don't have shit, but here's a box.
There
Nice
you
and
go.
warm.
There you go. Fucking old and used.
Ridiculous.
Hand me down.
Older news. Oh, I don't know about that.
Dill, how was
What
your
kind of
weekend,
fucking
buddy?
boxes you get?
Nah. Listen.
Cougar
Listen.
boxes.
Listen.
shit.
I came from an era, okay, where women once told you that they were virgins and they weren't virgins, okay? Let's not act like that shit was not like, oh yeah, you know. At one point, you were like, you were running into obstacles like, nah, this can't be. The stories
but
you
what?
heard, the performance, huh?
The performance. Listen,
Mhm.
from back then to now, can you imagine the how normalized it became to be, you know, just to go around? It's crazy.
Well, you know what's funny, and before I don't want to skip Dill because he's just being quiet. So
Well, you gotta be.
no, wait. So let me tell you. So this is how I know, like it's bullshit, right? I know that it's bullshit, and here's why. I used to have a friend, okay, that had a sister. The sister was gifted a purity ring from her mother and father, okay?
Okay.
In this journey where they gifted it to her, it was like a proud moment. It was like a 16th birthday type of get together that they had. They
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much had a party celebrating her purity, right?
Uh-huh.
So, unbeknownst to me, I had no clue that like she was getting around behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Behind the family's back and stuff. The brother knew. So when the brother saw them give them the purity ring, he laughed. And I was like, you know, hold on real quick. Technical difficulties. Oh, shit, the mic arm fell.
What do you think?
His mic bar fell.
What the fuck?
Fell from the mic.
It sounds so bad. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
Introducing
fall
Kidney
off.
Spree with the fucked up mic.
I was gonna say something, but it wouldn't probably go well.
All right. Technical
Say it.
difficulties, guys.
Dill has
Listen,
something to say. Say it, Dill.
Listen, I might leave that in, okay?
I forgot.
I might
Hold
leave
on.
that in, but let me tell you.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Dill has something to say. Let him say it.
What did he say?
I'm good.
Dill, say it. I know you're laughing. Come on, say
I'm
it.
gonna rewind it. I'm gonna rewind it.
No, he didn't say it. He said I was gonna say something. Now I want to
It
hear it.
probably
Say
really
it.
go well.
Say it.
I forgot.
Add
I'm
some
not-
arsenal to my rapid
Nah,
fire.
you can't say you forgot. Come on, you can't say you
I'm
forgot.
saying
Kinda
it for
shit
the
is that?
rapid fire, buddy.
All right. So, anyways, back to my little story, guys. I'm sorry. She was getting around, so the brother kept laughing, right? The brother kept laughing at the ring, kept laughing and laughing, and eventually he told me that she wasn't pure, right? Not in the hopes of trying to hook me up with the sister, but just to kind of like let me in on the inside joke. Later on in that party, she had hooked up with some guy.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that was there, like I think, like family friend, a family member, brought a friend or something, and like put that shit to rest. So later on, the next day, the family had found out that she was not pure, and they took the fucking ring back from her.
Damn.
So when the family members were asking about it, she said that she had lost it.
Dude, that's the ultimate debate.
Yeah.
That's-
So that
that's
was my
sad.
little story.
Imagine
That's
being
like
a dad.
fucking
Gonna get
trying to
married.
save your game on Cyberpunk and the fucking save files
Oh
corrupted
my god.
the
yeah.
second you do it.
Corrupted.
Corrupted. Listen, we're rambling, but Dill, how was your weekend, buddy?
Just sleeping on the couch, you know. Eating
Fucking
candy.
unemployed white
Eating
uncultured
Cheetos,
person.
eating Cheetos,
Wendy's.
masturbating, not giving a not
Fucking getting
giving a
hit by his
flying
mom,
fuck
smacking the
about his
fuck out of him,
fucking. Listen, I got a clip. I got another clip of
fighting
his
his
mom
dad.
fucking smacking him,
How
squaring
many
up
times
on
have you
him.
fought your dad?
Ah,
nice.
for real.
How
Let
many
him
times have
in.
you fought?
Yeah.
Huh?
Like,
He
How
could
many
be a
times have
guest
you
on the
fought?
podcast too. He could be a guest on the pod.
Like I was
So-
saying,
Bring him on.
I've been just chilling, be living my best life.
You've been chilling, okay? You've been chilling. Best life.
Yeah.
What
but,
else? Anything?
but
Anything happens to you in special? You know, in particular?
Yeah.
much just
Spill it.
watching
Spill the beans,
Cowboys
motherfucker.
suck, buddy.
Listen,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
know.
One more thing. My grandma to the hospital.
Because I know. No. We're not getting fucking sappy and shit about taking grandmas to hospitals.
No.
You know?
This is funny.
Knock on wood, but you know what I'm saying? We're
Did
about
you hear
to
what
go
he
into
said?
a rapid fire.
No,
You
no,
don't
this
want to
is
give me ammo, bud.
Bro, this was said. We took my grandma to the hospital, and it's funny.
It's funny.
I know, and he laughed about it.
What
So,
the
Dill,
hell?
you don't want to tell nobody that you got Cold War and you invited me onto a session and you couldn't hop on because the game was a
Trash.
PS5 for your PS4?
Oh wow, what a dumbass.
Listen, I think he was embarrassed, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the details of what exactly was happening.
Okay.
Dill invited me out of the coldness. You know, it was a very cold night. Snow was trickling down my window. It was about 9 o'clock on a Friday. Dill hits me up. Hey, just got the new Cold War. Do you want to play? And after I've been trying to find, people to play with, I was like, you know what? Sounds like a rad idea, right? Go ahead and, go ahead. We'll do it tomorrow, right? Because I'm a little bit tired today.
Yeah.
Saturday comes. Yo, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I hop on. It's just, it's updating. All right, cool. You know what? That's fine. Let me go ahead and try to, at least get a few games in. We play Apex, and the settings are different from Apex to Call of Duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, 3 to 4 games later, he still hasn't hopped on, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? And he tells me, hey, do you know the disc won't read? Disc? Disc? A disc copy? In 2020? Who the fuck are you? Mind you, I have disc copies of games, right? But I use it to give it away to people, so I don't, because games for me they go away so fast. The value, the replay value for me goes away so fast. Why not give it to somebody that can't afford the game? But this food deal, the richest person in my friends list, had the nerve to be like, I wasn't able to get digital. So Dill, laughing. Okay, come on.
Explain this fucking nonsense.
Okay, so were you able to get it fixed finally?
Yes, it got fixed. I got it on download
So we can officially play
tomorrow.
Okay, all right, we'll see about that. Listen, so we'll cut the bullshit because we've been kind of rambling. My weekend was cool. It was kind of filled with Cyberpunk. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It was filled with trying to set up the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? And be humble.
Oh, yeah.
And something funny had kind of happened to me.
What is it?
It was very funny, right? We go to try to get a gift card
From where?
from a store, right? I don't want to give away the store because who knows what could happen. I try to get a gift card, right? And they tell me that it doesn't scan. It's not scanning. It's trying to take money off the card, but there's no money on the card. They're trying to activate it, and it doesn't work, right? Well, okay, whatever. So I looked at the card, and it seemed like somebody had already paid for it, right? Because where it was put stash somewhere. I don't know exactly what happened. But I continued to walk around the store with the gift card. And I said, you know what? Let me try to buy something with the gift card while I'm walking around, whatever it was, right? It was like a Pizza Hut thing. I put in the order and I put in the gift card amount. The order takes, and I got free food. So somebody must have bought the card, dropped it, and one of the associates put it in the back for
What
the
the fuck?
for the gift card shit, bro. Free fucking food.
Was it your cheat day, buddy?
For sure. Now listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Since Thanksgiving, them cheat days have been fucking slim. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating
You can't-
like not the healthy shit, but I've been definitely like,
With the Olive
like,
Garden?
yeah, man, you know the Olive Garden. I
Listen.
love Olive Garden.
When fucking October hits, you can't fucking eat healthy all the way to probably the end of January.
I know for sure. Even like the drinking, like I'm even like, damn, you know, tomorrow I have a couple of these little seltzers. I'm like, I should try a little dark cherry.
No, my dad sells for women. The Bud Light Seltzers.
Yeah. So
He said it for women. I'm like, you sure? I feel like
listen,
some guys are
your
sometimes.
dad drinks fucking barrels of fucking wine that were aged in 1880s.
Nah, he drinks Bud Light, buddy.
Nah,
fucking
you guys
drink
have
one
your
that was made
own.
by vampires.
Listen, this food Dill is so rich. I wouldn't be surprised if he has his own wine cellar, his own thing. And if Dill says he's not rich, if Dill says he is not rich, the poor aspect, you know, he makes the best moonshine in town. Okay, that's the
This
poor
one has a
man's
old-
liquor.
This one has an old guy working for
Headshot.
him in the bottom of the cellar.
For real. Good evening, sir.
Would you like to
May
taste
I
the new
interest you in a batch that was brewed in 1700s by the late greats George Washington,
The fucking Freemason.
the
You
fucking
see, you know what's up.
Freemason? He knows exactly. See, he said Papa John's is for the rich and racist, like Dill's dad.
Headshot.
Listen, without further ado, guys, we're rambling. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Let's go ahead and get into a rapid fire. Silencer, are you ready?
Let's go, buddy.
Dill Pickle, are you ready?
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
Silencer's family was the one getting married in the Weezer video Island in the Sun.
Headshot.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay.
All right, Dill, your turn.
Come on, Dill. Shoot it. Shoot your shot, buddy.
I don't know. Was it more grubby beer? This fool Spree or James Harden?
Bro.
Oh,
Headshot.
oh,
Bro, this whole killing
okay.
spree looks like a high school bully in every stupid Adam Sandler's movie.
Headshot.
Nice one.
Fucking guy.
Headshot.
Dill got all of his equipment to become a YouTuber on Wish.com.
Headshot.
God damn.
You gotta watch from there, buddy. It turned out to be good.
He got a blue microphone that spelled BLU. They forgot the
It was extra for the E.
E. It was extra. All right, Dill.
Okay. Run those quickly. All right.
10
This fool
seconds.
Steven probably got a full sleeve of tattoos or a full sleeve of hearts.
Headshot. Hit marker.
Oh, yeah?
That was a
Hit
hit marker.
marker.
All right.
Fucking Dill. Bro, Dill sounds like an instructor on a how to roofie rich white guys and get rich seminar event.
Headshot. Game over.
That makes no sense, buddy.
Game over. Nah, if you would have seen the mechanics in them. Listen, it was a
Bet you heard
mistake
them.
inviting Dill on because he fucked up the whole conversation. I'm only used to Silencer, but we have Dill here, and he's here for a specific reason. Okay, Silencer did not get Cyberpunk. Luckily, he did not get it. I, on the other hand, got Cyberpunk, and Dill got Cyberpunk, and Silencer is going to be chiming in on little things that he knows about Cyberpunk. But right now, we're going to get into our Cyberpunk review. First impressions, Dill. What did you think about Cyberpunk?
A great game, but I need more work on it. Like, I can't explain to you how much time I went under the road. I got stuck in between cars.
Right.
Stuck
Yeah.
between cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do not know. You take out load your other save game too. I always have auto save. I'm one at every point, every street. I always auto save, so I don't have to, go my other save game.
The fuck?
Dude,
Right.
Big God, you didn't get it. I didn't experience that much glitches. I didn't even notice the glitches unreleased. I thought it was like normal. But I
Damn.
noticed like a frame rate. It was always laggy. I was like, meh. I seen worse, really.
Where did
Right.
you get it
Yeah.
for? The PS4?
PS4, yeah, pre-ordered it.
And that's where the graphics were like worse. It was
Yeah.
like next gen graphics.
Dude.
My first impressions were the game was a little bit difficult to pick up and play. The remotes were kind of extremely ass as far as the sensitivity of moving left and right. But after you fix it, it was kind of okay. The mechanics of the game was shoddy at best. I think they focused a lot on. I don't even want to say cosmetics, but like the customization. There's no reason why you should be able
No,
to adjust your penis size.
They did it because, like, I don't know. Probably like, you know what? We should honestly, we have nothing to work on, so let's make the penis a little bit bigger.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? I saw
and
that shit. Dumb
and
as
a
fuck.
disappointing thing about the customization was that it was you customize and that's it. You don't get to go back. You don't get
I wish there
to
was hairdressers, they could have added that. They had those,
hairdresser or even in the mirror where you can do like your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Rather than look at yourself.
yeah,
A little wardrobe closet in your house.
Yeah, they have.
Dude,
I mean, they
I
have
hate-
clothes. They have
I hate it.
clothes.
I'm like, I hated the space on it. I always like, I want to keep my arsenal and shit, certain guns. I have a high DPS on it. I have to put that shit in my stories, You know
Right.
what I
Damn.
mean?
Yeah, I keep it in stash. So it really runs on like weird mechanics. You have to have street credit and you have to have a high level to own pretty much anything: pants, shoes, weapons. Certain things require a higher level and higher street cred for you to wear. That I didn't like as much as a lot of things in the game. You know what I'm saying? They have like the prostitution. First of all, they focus too much on dildos. The penis size and the customization could have went without. The romance
Those are
scenes. The romance scenes are
They were-
extremely graphic. Extremely
Graphic
like
as to what?
soft core type of romance scenes. So GTA could never, okay? GTA, all they did was they let your remote vibrate, and your car was like you could see that at angle
Bouncing
bouncing
around.
up and down. Yeah, bouncing around. This shows you the woman, the act that you're performing, and if you're they have both sides. So they have the male and the female. So you can do it with the female, and then you can do it with the male. And they don't substitute anything for the male. You can legit rock dog him from the back
What the fuck?
and
What?
see it. So they
let me ask
made
you this.
they focus on too much different things. But, yeah,
saying
go ahead.
saying that, did you get to enjoy the DualShock feature in those scenes? Like, for yourself?
To be honest with you, if the game would have originally came out on next gen, I think they would have took advantage of the 3D audio from the Sony headphones, and
Yeah.
for the DualSense remotes they would have. But this game was specifically made for PC, and if not for
Yeah.
PC, it was definitely marketed towards lower gen consoles like the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Well, the game.
So
got
there
announced
wasn't
in
any
2013.
there wasn't no vibrations, there wasn't nothing in there like the Spider-Man game that I played or even the Call of Duty that I have. There wasn't no DualSense involved whatsoever. And a lot of the
this
things,
game
a
is
lot of
trash.
the things, sliding, shooting,
Well,
it feels like you're not doing nothing at all, to be honest with you.
the sliding could have
How
been
would-
a lot better.
Right?
How does the controls feel as far as moving? You know, the feedback you get from compared to
It feels-
GTA.
No.
It feels delayed, kind of.
Delayed. It feels delayed. It feels a little buggy.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, a little sensitive. I try to drive, and it's like super slow to turn. But like if you don't brake and like completely stop and turn, which destroys the entire flow of you trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It was like I said, the overall mechanics of the game is extremely shoddy. It's very interesting.
Story, really.
Yeah. The story so far, I'm almost done with it. The story so far, 100% interesting, right? I get the concept, the Johnny Silverhand, Keanu Reeves aspect of it, the way they try to add him into the game, was nice, right? It was a nice aspect. It was definitely more than a promo type of thing where he was going to show up one time, or he's definitely incorporated in the story, and it helps out a lot. But like, just the bugs really like piss you off. The constant crashing, the what else was it, like the audio stuff, and there was to a point. There was like I was fighting a boss, and the boss like stood still, and like didn't do anything because like there were
Like
so
a
many
bot.
bugs. Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
reset. They reset like normal non-playable characters. They reset and just stood there while I was shooting their heads. You know what I'm saying? And early on in the game, it was acceptable because I was just learning the game. But when you start advancing and you want them to fight back and have like a challenging boss fight, yeah, it kind of took away from the experience. So,
Damn.
I'm gonna ask Dill this. Dill, story on a scale from 1 to 10.
Story? I would give it a 7 or an 8.
Okay,
Because,
I'm
like-
right there with you. Yep.
Honestly, a 7. It could have been a little bit better. You know, the story felt a little bit short, a little bit. You know.
How long is
Yeah.
this game?
Well,
How many hours is it supposed to be?
I've heard 9 to 10 hours if you just play campaign, but I've also been playing street gigs and side missions and
Yeah,
stuff.
I've been doing that. I'm doing the side jobs, see the little, that contribute to the ending. They focus on more of the ending than anything, really. There's
Okay.
so much ending crap, It's crazy. You gotta wonder, did it? Because the ending of the story could have been a little bit better, Because like
Yeah.
the relic, the relic and everything. But
Yeah.
like, it's overall. It could have been a lot better, the relic,
Yeah.
Like,
So
I know.
they give you like a lot of options. They give you 3 options to try to pursue the story. You have Nomad, which is like a country soldier type of
They're all the
scenario.
same, basically, All the same
Yeah,
story.
and then you have Street Kid, which is like the gangster gang type of guy. You have Corporal, which is like a
little different.
corporation.
A little bit different here.
It's a little bit of difference, what I heard too. And you basically, I'm not without giving too much away. You do a job that goes bad to go get a certain thing, and the certain thing ends up being like a memory of a terrorist who was Keanu Reeves, which is Johnny Silverhand, and the thing is corrupted, and you have to find a way to get it out of you without it killing you, right?
Yeah.
So overall, like I said, the story was very interesting. It's a lot of you choose how you choose your ending type of thing. You choose a scenario. You can deny stuff. You can accept stuff. You can kill people that can later on help you. It's really nice. It's the bugs. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get down to the bugs.
Dude, remember that
the
hill
game.
bug where it was so delayed?
Yeah, the hill bug I've also had where I fell through the map and died.
It happened to me before I left. So
I'm starting to get the corruptions screens
that.
where like the
Have
automatic
you,
saves were coming.
Have you had that bug where you go up to the map, like fly so high up the map? Like, it's like, you go on the map, then like, I was on a bike ride. I crashed into the car. I felt a little cutscene. Then I get a black screen. Then went up in the air. Went to loading screen. It's kind of a rare bug, I think, but it was like crazy. I had to close
Yeah, I've
my
had
eyes.
those ones. I've had the ones where it like trashed all my clothes
Oh,
and like I was completely naked. There was one where like where you would try to aim and like the crosshairs would be to the left and the sniper would be to the right, and you couldn't you couldn't hit a shot whatsoever. There's a whole list. There's a whole bunch of videos of glitches and bugs that you can see. So it was really difficult. So now hearing that silencer, as a consumer, you wanted to get the game, right? You were a little sketchy about the game.
Yeah, I wasn't so 100%. I was in the edge of getting it or not, but
Okay.
I'm happy I didn't.
Right. I didn't waste too much money. I wasted about $28 because I had money kind of like saved on a different card from like getting rid of some games. So I didn't waste, I didn't it was 60, but I didn't waste 60. I wasted like $30. So half the price. And to be honest with you, I still feel robbed after playing the
At
game.
$20?
Well, I still feel kind of robbed because it's the story. The story is good. Like I keep saying, the story is good, right?
Hmm.
But I stream the game, and it makes me look bad if the game crashes. You know, every time the game had crashed, the concurrent viewers would drop by 50 to 60%. So
Damn.
at one point, I had like 20 people watching. It dropped when as soon as the first crash, it dropped to 10. The second crash, it dropped to 5, and then it crashed a third time, and there was about 3 people left in the chat, right?
Mm.
So it made me look like an ass. The interest flew out the window for people, and overall, the experience of playing the game was extremely underwhelming. I think they could have done a lot more. So that's the overall review, right? Of my, at least for me, Dill. You feel the same way?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna get into the shitstorm that has happened since they released
On
the game.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Not even just on Twitter.
Yeah, on Reddit,
Multiple
everywhere.
apologies, multiple hot fixes, right? They range anywhere from 10 gigabytes to 50 gigabytes. There was also reports of them losing $1 billion after the release.
Oh, I didn't hear
Okay,
about that.
that's one little tidbit. Another one was they did not send any tester keys to people that were going to review the game in PS4 to Xbox One consoles. They specifically sent them out to PC people, okay? So they could see the graphics and stuff and play the game, and they would give them good reviews, right? Because everywhere they gave them 9 out of 10. Okay?
9 out of 10.
They were PC. They were PC people.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, the PS4 people and the Xbox One people, they signed some NDAs where they couldn't say anything, okay? They couldn't say nothing. They were going to get a tester key, nothing. Once the game came out, they did the review and they started giving it the lowest numbers, right? Now they were offering refunds, right? At first they were like, keep the game, stick with us. It'll pay off in the long run when we add our
DLC at least.
our free DLC later on,
Make
right?
it more
Which doesn't
glitchy.
seem to be very interesting.
What is
So,
it? I mean, if it didn't do it-
Now, Sony decided to take them off the Play Store after
Yeah.
refusing to give out refunds. So once they said, hey, we're going to give refunds, but we're not putting the game in the store, right?
Hmm.
Boom. It started going out downhill from there. Now Xbox decided to join PlayStation. Boom. They took the game out the store. They're giving away refunds. Best Buy. Boom. They're giving away refunds, right? Now they have an email set up for them to get refunds, and this is the part that I found extremely funny. The developers are getting their bonus for the release taken away from them because of the game's
Ooh.
failure.
I knew it would be a
Ooh,
failure.
that hits hard.
I know. that hits
So
hard.
they were like me and Silencer were talking about this, and maybe you've heard it, Dill. They were crunching hours, days from their original release date, right, which was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And they were getting paid. Obviously, they were getting paid, but because of the marketing and the pressure from the stock investors, they were forced to crunch and put out the game and make schedule, and the game was buggy trash. The graphics, the textures, everything was off, and it made them look bad. They lost their bonus. The company lost $1 billion, and now we're faced with: is this the worst rollout for a video game? Silencer,
Yes.
Dill.
Listen.
Listen, if you played Red Dead, you understand.
No, I've played Red Dead. No, Red Dead had a
online?
better. No, I played
Online,
Red Dead
no.
Online too. No, I played Red Dead Online too. The
The
packaging
They
of
did.
it might have sucked. The packaging of it might have sucked, right? Where it was just the beta, and then they rolled on into the microtransactions and stuff. But Red Dead, the story and everything, was
Was good,
better than this.
Yeah. But like,
And you know what you forgot to mention?
Mm.
That with this whole thing going on, there is 4 major law firms that are gearing up for possible lawsuits against Cyberpunk.
Hmm.
really?
Yep.
Ooh.
For a class action lawsuit because
And
people
the
feel cheated.
investigation, yeah, it focuses on whether the company issued false or misleading statements or failed to disclose information to the investors. So they're in a
Right.
hot ass water.
No, yeah, they're screwed. They're screwed with
Yeah.
no matter which way you cut it. They're screwed, and they can give people their refunds all they want, but eventually
Yeah, investor money. Yeah,
yeah, that
money.
investor might be like, you know what? That's out of their own pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna
So
lose
they'll
money.
know this does not compare to Red.
But like,
No.
I'm just saying this is for the DLCs and crap. Trust me, it's been worse. I've seen worse. It always crashed.
Yeah, but you know what the worst part about this Cyberpunk is that the developers kept promising and promising and promising.
Yeah, I know.
Red never kept promising and promising.
Red Arrow. I
Never.
know.
And then you
I've
know what? And when
never
does
heard of them.
Rockstar ever fail at these like type of releases?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can name one on GTA. Really.
And I want to know how long they spent to make Red Dead Redemption. Because let me tell you,
No, they've been
Cyberpunk
working.
was in development for 7 years.
Red Dead has been.
7 years. They were making the game for PS4.
Right,
It
what
for-
are they reading?
It should be for PS5 only.
It should have been for next gen. Next gen only and PC. If not PC, and then trickle your way down and put it into a game. You know, next gen. They didn't do that, so they shot themselves in the foot. This game is, has a potential. If not, it is the worst game to ever release. This overtakes the Marvel's Avengers, right? Because they haven't recouped financially from their mistake. This overtakes Days Gone, which we talked about earlier, another episode, and this is my personal favorite. This definitely overtakes the Death Stranding game, whatever the hell it's called.
All 76.
With perfect, and Fallout 76. Okay, completely blows it out the water. The packaging was nice. It came with some stickers. It came with some postcards, a free month of HBO Max. Still wasn't enough.
Thank
you know
for
what I'm
that,
saying?
by the way.
Oh yeah. Whoever got it first.
They put HBO Max on the game for free.
Yeah, they gave me 30 days, and I put that sticker. And
Fucking
they,
trash, bro.
and they gave you a necklace, right? The necklace is pretty good quality, but everything overall, nothing was worth it. This game, I'm having a hard time finishing it. It's still entertaining, but I'm having a hard time finishing the game because I know as soon as I finish the game, it is not going to be what it is supposed to be, which is a fun game. I'm going to want to get rid of it, right? I already have to give away a copy of the game to somebody.
Whoever wants to get it, though.
Whoever wants. Me and Silencer were just talking about that. Whoever wants the game,
Yeah.
Like now that's that conversation too. You're putting me in a tough
like
position.
I said, give it to a homeless person.
Yeah. So
I told you before.
overall, on our official review, we'll do more reviews when if me and Silencer or me and Dill get games, I'll invite Dill on and we'll talk about the games. But on my Richter scale of scoring, out of 5 headshots, I give it 2. 2 headshots.
Headshot. Headshot.
2 headshots out of 5. It could have been way better. The story was interesting and the free roaming and stuff.
It was interesting. It was interesting, but like it wasn't, eye popping. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the graphics wasn't eye popping, but like the missions have been fun. Like I said, the Joy Toy shit was fun when you could sleep with a guy. That was pretty funny to me. The weapons are pretty interesting. Other than that, it's 2 headshots for me. Dill, how would you rate it?
I have a scale or headshots.
So you can do on a scale of 1 to 10, or you can do headshots, which
I'll
is
do 1 out of 5. I'll give it a 3.
You give it a 3.
Yeah,
That's a
in the
little
middle.
bit. Okay, yeah, that's a little generous. That's pretty good. So we'll settle it at 2.5. How about that?
Okay. Get a 0.
2.5. Yeah, terrible. 100% terrible. it's. I'm gonna get my money back. I'm sorry. I'm
I'd
gonna
rather
get
get
my money
stabbed than
back.
get the game.
You know what was funny to me? The
What?
company was like, "Hey, you know what? Death Stranding. We're gonna update the game with a free Cyberpunk stuff, lore
Free HBO.
from the game." Like, bro, you're updating the wrong fucking game.
Yeah.
Update the game you just fucked up. But that's besides the point. The game was terrible. If you have the game and you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section why you enjoyed it. I definitely did not enjoy it as much. I'm enjoying some of it, right? Like the beat the brat stuff, the bare knuckle boxing stuff. I think that's pretty fun. The gorilla
I
arms.
didn't do that really.
I defeated the last guy and it was extremely hard. I almost lost everything. The cyberware stuff is tricky. Some of the crafting stuff can be very interesting
The
too.
Cyberpunk stuff was very expensive. I tell you that. You have to grind and grind and grind to get
Everything you have to do is like extremely grindy, you know.
clothing to actually get
I would
good
say like
clothing.
as far as like the level, it reminds me of Dying Light, like the type of grind that you had to do to level up.
And mix them with kind of with loot kind of battle. Remember about Firestorm kind of feel I get with the
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah. It
I feel
definitely
like
it
Mario
definitely
Kart is
reminds
more
me of
fun
like
than
that.
this.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
So
But you know what? You got free HBO out of it. What a fucking joke.
yeah, Dill, congratulations. I put it out there for people. So we're gonna be done talking about that. But the game was terrible. If you have it, let me know why you enjoyed it. If not, guys, let me know why you're returning it. So
Or if you
while
want
we
it.
were away, we were gonna be talking about this last episode, but Silencer was busy. And today we're gonna be talking about it. The Gamer Awards for 2020 had arrived. Okay? This is one of my favorite things because if you're in tune with gaming, you want to know what got their marks. You know what I'm saying? They got their stripes. You know who got recognized out of everything that dropped. We had a phenomenal year in gaming. You had some of the best games being dropped. You had some of the worst. A lot of things you look forward to. Um, there was definitely a heavy influence for Cyberpunk throughout this entire
Yeah.
award show, but we're going to be focusing on
Mm.
a few of the topics. Now, from the least important to the very important, which is the very end, which is the most controversial thing I've seen. Okay, one of the awards you had best multiplayer game, right? And this one was kind of a stretch, guys. Out of the nominees, you had Valorant, you had Fall Guys, Call of Duty Warzone, Animal Crossing, and Among Us. Now, without reading the spoilers, who did you legitimately think would win this? I personally thought Warzone.
I thought Valorant.
Yeah.
You thought Valorant? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Silencer?
I would think Warzone as well.
Okay. The winner of the best multiplayer game, Among Us.
No way.
No.
Because of the outcry from the community, from the YouTubers, the streamers and stuff, they were actually able to win the multiplayer game of the year. And if you don't
That's
remember the last time I think the multiplayer game of the year was Apex.
Last year? Oh yeah.
So Warzone did not it got snubbed in my opinion, right? A little
Yeah.
controversial, right? A little controversial. Another thing, this one I personally have a gripe with.
Last of Us.
Nope. Content Creator of the Year. The people that were nominated are Tim the Tatman,
Hey,
Nick
my man.
Merckx, J. Allen Lopez, Alana Pierce, and Valkyrie. Now, personally, they didn't have the people that I thought had the most impact, right?
Well,
They
the
had
most
Nick
family-friendly.
Merckx. Well, they had the family-friendly stuff, but that's,
Yeah.
if you don't have
right.
Dr. Lupo, is this really family-friendly? You know?
No.
You have Nick Merckx, okay?
Uh-huh.
That motherfucker's not family-friendly.
No. But like
I don't know who any of these
I
apples are.
watched him. He had a big spike in Warzone, His Warzone helped him, stuff out.
But
That's
he was not
Fortnite.
family-friendly. So,
No, he wasn't.
I personally thought Courage JD could have been up here, right? He had a pretty good year on YouTube. His grandmother died, and he did a coronavirus fundraiser early on in the year, right? He could have been nominated, right? Ninja could have been nominated, but they decided to think outside the box.
Well,
So
he was
Nick
the-
Merckx and Tim the Tatman weren't such a bad selection.
Mhm.
The winner of Content Creator of the Year was Valkyrie, who
Yeah,
is
what-
a
what I-
teammate of Courage JD for the 100 Thieves Content House.
I was surprised when she won too. I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, how did she win?
She beat Nick Merckx. She beat Tim the Tatman. Those other two people, I don't know who the fuck they are, right?
Uh-huh. Nick
How
Merckx,
did you beat Nick? How did you beat
Illuminati.
Nick? How'd you
The
beat
Sims-
Tim?
The Sims, buddy. The Sims voted for her.
Exactly.
No way.
Dude.
No way.
Hmm.
Congratulations to her, right? Congratulations. This isn't hate. This
she's
isn't
good.
hate. But if we're talking about progression, entertainment, and like impact on the community, right? For
But are
content.
you really surprised that a woman won, streaming with a bunch of guys watching her? Not really surprising, to be honest with you.
But it's even like taken away from like the sex appeal, right?
Yeah, but regardless, you have to understand where fucking guys are coming from. That's all they look at is a fucking ass whenever they're watching a stream.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
all they
don't
look
say
at.
how they don't say who voted or they don't say if it was fan votes, but I'm assuming that this is like a panel of people.
It
I
you
I
can
have
vote it.
no clue how she won. I've watched a couple of her streams. There's no entertainment value. It's like I said, it's family friendly, right? It's family friendly. Like Caesar said too, there's a sex appeal there that people might be gravitating towards. And I easily could have been Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx had a phenomenal year as well. Tim the Tatman, I haven't really seen
did.
much from him, but
I
I'm pretty
heard-
sure.
He had a good year too.
Did he?
Yeah, really. Yeah, he did. Warzone helped him.
I would have liked to see Courage on here because it's, she was nominated. I kind of wanted Courage to be
Well-
nominated.
With what was Kurt's last year's nominees?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I don't know. He
I
got
think-
his name from there. He got his name from there.
I don't think they do every. Did they do every year?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do
can-
this every year. Last time it was
No, no,
like
no.
in front.
No. Can they get nominated every year? Can be.
If they have good years, maybe. But I think they might have like reached deep in the barrel to get these 5 selections here.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe probably had a dartboard, probably throw some darts over on their faces.
Right.
Probably
So-
like that.
We'll move on from there. We'll nominate a few of the. Well, I mean, we'll talk about a few of the things real quick before we get to the really important one. Sports racing games. Tony Hawk 1, Pro Skater 2.
What? Really?
Sim strategy
weird.
game. Microsoft Flight Simulator was a winner.
I
Um,
voted for that. I wanted that.
Best fighting game of the year was Mortal Kombat 11. I 100%
Huh?
agree, right?
Yeah, I heard
The other
that.
ones were trash.
Yeah. No. But this was
I heard-
11. Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, okay.
So it was compared. It was in the category with Street Fighter, One Punch Man, Under Night, and Birth. So there was really nothing there.
That was really easy.
There was no competition there.
Yeah, there was no competition. Role playing game was Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Not that bad. Adventure action game. It was kind of hefty. Okay, you had. Let's not even talk about the ones that suck. You had Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, which I thought was the best game, and Marvel's Spider-Man Morales. Last of Us Part 2 won. Surprising to me,
Trash.
it beat out Ghost
That
of
game is
Tsushima,
trash.
and it beat Marvel's Miles Morales, which is surprising to me because that was
Trash.
extremely well.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have innovation and accessibility. I have no clue what that means, but Last of Us won it again.
Wow.
Community
Simp.
support. This one was
Simp.
kind of crazy. Community support. Fall Guys. I'm surprised Among Us isn't up here because surprisingly, Fall Guys had that same type of energy from
Yeah,
Among
God,
Us,
Ruckus
right?
Thriller.
It had
Yeah.
the same thing, right? But it kind of got snatched when Among Us came up here. So I'm surprised that they won, but they did get the Community Support Award. Mobile game of the year. I'm surprised that Call of Duty Mobile lost, but they ended up losing to Among Us.
You know what I think
Um,
it is? That Among Us has a mobile version where fucking kids can play.
yeah,
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 that's
and
why.
streamers and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
uh,
Mobile is so much. People can play it so much. It's easy
Hmm.
to get easy accessibility.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
why it's so
exactly.
popular. It's on mobile,
and
PC,
it's crossplay too. So
crossplay.
like, if somebody's on
Might
computer
it
and
be
you're on
on
the phone, it
console
could be.
too? I think it can't be on console. Can it be on console? No.
It's going to be on console for Xbox and I believe PlayStation in 2021. It's
Oh,
coming.
is
They're
It's
it
gonna
coming.
do
Yeah.
PlayStation dirty.
Yeah, it's coming. So
Wait, that's
debut
a joke.
indie game. This one was definitely my favorite. It did beat out a game that I was really interested in, which was Raji and Ancient Epic Journey, whatever. But Phasmophobia, which is a very scary game, that one
Oh,
debut indie game.
we need to play that game eventually.
Yes, I'm 100% down to play that too. So
What is it?
that's
A
definitely
multiplayer game?
it's a
Yeah,
multiplayer
we gotta
computer
play it.
PC game. It's very jump scary, but you have to complete certain objectives to like you have to escape the house before the ghost kills everybody.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ongoing game, you had No Man's Sky, which was another game that flopped, and
Dude, No
they're
Man's
throwing.
Sky was so boring on release. I got it.
I've heard Silencer say otherwise. You
It
played that
was.
game, right?
I heard.
The scenery is dope.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Gameplay
gameplay sucks
dope.
ass.
I know, right? You
Okay.
grab rocks with your laser beam and blah blah blah. Right, you shoot rocks.
Yeah, I mean the scenery that you see in there is something that you don't see in other
Yeah,
games at all.
yeah, I know. That's
It's
the
Right.
thing.
beautiful,
It's just
but
graphical and like refreshing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's way
Okay.
different too. You can name animals and everything. I heard it's good now, but like, I bought it on release and pre-ordered on release. It was terrible. My teacher told me it was gonna be a good game.
They
I
were
looked
comparing
at it.
Cyberpunk to this on release date.
Yeah,
I,
they were
They did the
100%
same
they
shit.
were. That's all I was gonna say.
No Man's Sky wasn't that glitchy. It had no glitches. Cyberpunk had glitches, and it's one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was that bad. You guys told me.
So, moving on, the most anticipated game, which is games that haven't came out. I 100% thought this one was bullshit, right? Because you have Resident Evil, the new one by Capcom, The Legend of Zelda, God of War, and Halo.
Oh.
And the one that wins is Elden Ring from Software and Bandai Namco.
Okay, what? That's a long game.
You know what
God
killed
of
God of War?
War, God of War sequel, they did not win as the most anticipated game. I'm extremely
Wow.
excited
You
for
know
that
why?
game.
Yeah.
Because of Fortnite.
Ah, they did it to us
fucking
again.
Hold on, I'm playing
And
it.
lastly, we are on the last category, the most important one, and the most controversial pick for Game of the Year. The nominations were Hades by Supergiant Games, Ghost of Tsushima by Sucker Punch, Final Fantasy VII Remake by Square Enix, Doom Eternal by ID Software, Animal Crossing New Horizons by Nintendo, The Last of Us Part 2 Naughty Dog winner. Now, gentlemen, if you played any of these games, even if you didn't,
Yes.
which
No.
one did you think
I put Last
would
of
win
Us.
this category?
Last of Us.
I personally was gonna think that Ghost of Tsushima was gonna win.
I played Ghost of Tsushima, and I thought it was the story, the graphics, the gameplay. For a PS4 game, it was extremely great, you know?
Yeah. I think I don't
Another
know. The last one was fucking trash.
another crunched game where they rushed, similar to Cyberpunk. The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year.
Trash.
Gentlemen, first we're going to start off with the Silencer. How do you feel about
Fucking
this?
trash. Fuck that game. It's boring as fuck. They fucked it up. The last one was better. This was just talking. You know what? It does not compare
it's text.
nothing. Yeah,
Right.
it does not compare nothing to the previous game. They completely changed the whole feel of it. It's trash.
I think they focused more on the
Storytelling.
relationship. Yeah, the relationship between the two girls.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna keep the gamer interactive with the gameplay and all that bullshit.
Yeah, but I feel like they rushed the relation. I think was it Abby and Ellie or who was it?
It was Diana. I don't know my
It
friend
was two trash cans.
my friend Cher played that game to me. Yeah,
Yeah, so they more focused on like the girl becoming her own like her own person. I
You
think they
think they gave her
focused.
the purity ring?
Nah, listen, I think she lost
Nice.
it after that.
It
There's
was
like a
longer.
scene in there. There's a scene in there where she's like ready to give it the cheeks. So, yeah, it's very story orientated. If there is any type of gameplay, it's really lacking that it factor. It does have like a lot of like a good story. It's too much story. And it doesn't
Mhm.
feel like the first part of the game. And I personally think that Ghost of Tsushima got snubbed. None of the other games that were even nominated should have gotten this. I think that it was definitely a close second. Dill, how do you feel about this?
Rigged.
Rigged for sure. You think it's Naughty Dog?
Yeah, I swear, people must be doing votes. Like, you know, how like
Yeah.
people like bought the votes in. How does a game, three? How does a single game win 3 awards? You know, how much? It's crazy. You know, I didn't even
Yeah.
vote for any of those. Yeah, vote last for only one category for audio and crap. You know, had good audio. You know, I liked it
They've
better.
they've had too many awards. They pretty much cleaned house this entire award show. They won
Yeah,
Game of the Year, Game Direction, Narrative. They won Audio Design,
I think
Performance.
I think performance really won't go to Shima. You know, they got
Yeah,
robbed. I think it's rigged. Really.
bro. Even fucking Doom. I don't know if you played it, but I had it on PC, and
I
that
don't.
fucking game was nice and beautiful too. The way the
I don't.
designs and
Yeah.
the levels were.
I heard it was good. I didn't.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, I've heard Doom. I've heard Doom is extremely well put together as well. The
yeah, it
Final
is.
Fantasy remake,
I haven't
it's a
played it.
remake. It's not really original. So it even being in the category, I thought was kind of a stretch. And if you're putting Miles Morales in the game, that could have easily been put as Game of the Year as well too. So
Yeah.
I didn't like this suggestion. I mean, I didn't like the selection that they had picked, but that's
Me
who
either.
won.
To be honest.
And the internet was completely laughing at anybody who thought The Last of Us Part 2 was the winner because
Trash.
whatever they said bad about Cyberpunk, it echoed in their sentiment
Mhm.
and feelings towards The Last of Us Part 2. So I
Yeah.
definitely don't think that it won, but it did win. So kudos to them and everybody at Naughty Dog that put in their crunch hours to it.
The
And
rush
yeah,
hours basically.
yeah, they did rush it. So uh, another category, guys. This is another impromptu category, but we'll keep it short.
Okay.
Twitch has been in the
Hey, the
Twitch.
new 2OI too.
Yeah, they've been in the in the streets defending themselves over some controversial
What about
switching
their
to their.
princess Lindy?
Well,
Crown jewel.
they were switching their terms of service, and in the
A
term
lot.
of service, they removed and pretty much are kind of banning people for using these words. Can you guess what these words
Wow.
are, Silencer?
The N word, the F word, the C word.
No.
Yeah.
The N word has always been a quick ban on Twitch. These are new words that were like made up within the year and a half, kind of, or have been
Dr.
used
Dr.
in like pop
Disrespect.
slang type of scenarios.
Yeah.
So, Silencer,
Are they
which words? Which words you think?
Hmm. I don't fucking know. Let's see. What would if I was a streamer and a fucking horny old dog? What would I say to a bitch? I don't know.
Nice
Fucking
shit.
purity, nice
No,
ass.
no, it's
Take off your
words.
clothes.
No. That's gone too far. One of the words that was banned from chat and from it being used as like a bully term was the word simp.
They did it.
If you don't know what that word is,
I didn't believe that was true. They actually did it.
yes, they
Did
did.
they originate in Twitch?
They
That word?
really?
They
Ban
took it.
simp.
They in their terms of service. Anybody that comments that is subject to ban, a perma ban.
That's
Wait,
wild.
I can
They're
talk to my
not
kid
saying
right
anything
now.
about back and forth banter between two people, but in the comments, it's being used as a term for bullying. You know, if
Cyberbullying.
yeah, for
Okay, when
cyberbullying.
when
Perfect
did this
example.
become the new pre-K elementary school? Really?
Yeah. So,
Becoming
for
like
those
that.
that don't know the word simp is a
Dill.
it's usually directed at a male
What?
that that pretty much does anything for a woman because he wants to
Here's a doggy
finagle the
behind the
bagel,
wall.
finagle the bagel, so to speak.
When you do too
Another
much,
word,
basically.
another word that was banned by Twitch, insole,
In
Insult?
hot insult.
insole, INCEL.
I, I
Hmm.
I don't even use that word in my. I never heard of that. What is that actually a word? Like
Yes, it is a
insult?
word. A member of
Okay.
an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile towards women and men who are sexually active.
Ooh.
React.
Ooh.
Who wants to go
Naughty.
first?
That is.
Dill.
I
Dill.
I
Give us
have
your thoughts.
no word to explain.
No, you have to say something.
I don't know
Naughty.
how to explain that really.
Well, maybe this other word will help you figure it out. There's a third word that was
How many words
banned.
is there?
Wait, there was three, right? But there's a little bit of
Mhm.
controversy because of this. The word virgin is banned
Oh my
from
god,
comment
they really
sections.
don't want it sexual.
This is all the things that they did, right?
Yeah.
Because it was used for cyberbullying. Now, the the bans have reportedly especially the use for the word
Mhm.
has rose 97% after the ban. So people are going and telling people simps and getting banned, right?
That's wild.
Now, this is where the controversy plays in. They have not banned the N word, not the not the racial word, right? The one with the ER. They're
Okay.
keeping the one with the term of endearment, the NI, the GA one, right?
Okay.
Speak to you, buddy.
And people are complaining because they say it's derogatory, but they got rid of words
The
like
hood
simp.
one.
Yeah, the term of endearment. You know what I'm saying? People call it the term
Mhm.
of endearment. Um, they're not going all out, and they're saying context is needed. They try to defend themselves, and they said with the it's racial, and they're working on trying to get rid of that word specifically. But there's too many connotations. It's like I said, people are using it as a term of endearment. They're trying to take back the word from racist,
Yeah.
and
What?
that's how they're doing it. So you have virgin, insole, and my personal favorite, simp.
Hmm.
Simp.
That word got banned so quick though.
Yeah.
And that meme ended quickly.
It started in 2020 and didn't go
Dude,
to
I just
2021.
freaking just over that one word.
The COVID killed it.
I just
I listen. I can't wait for them to ban these Twitch thoughts and see how long this platform lasts with these
Yeah.
chicks. They allow chicks to throw cats, but not fucking the word simp. Okay.
just watch. YouTube's gonna be
I,
a new Snips. It'd be thought tube.
nah.
Pretty
Yeah, but
soon.
eventually it'll get there. So how do you? So we'll end it right here. Silencer, how do you feel about them reducing words that people? Are you in agreement, or you think it's just being too sensitive?
It's stupid.
You think it's stupid?
Just, yeah, because
Even for like cyberbullying?
well, listen, if you're cyber being,
Dick.
a victim of no, just a victim of being cyberbullied, maybe just fucking get out. How about that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy to.
Block the
It's
person.
easy
Block the
to.
It's
person. Step
easy.
away.
It's so
Listen,
easy.
cyberbullying is not the same as going to school and being a little kid and getting harassed there with no help.
Right.
physically.
Right.
You can easily block them and blah 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 of your shit.
Yeah, and also it's like even like okay for the word simp, you just you're watching, you have a friend who's twitching and doing fucking stream. Listen, if you just say something nice to her, just because you're a good friend to her, you will be looked at as a simp. Simp,
Right.
simp,
Yeah.
simp, simp. So even if you're just trying to be nice to a girl, that's what you're gonna be looked at as stupid. It's
Right.
situational.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So Dill, how do you feel?
Mhm. Feels like they're trying to put shade, and being nice, like a community. But now I don't know which is gonna last really with version. It's going to the 13-year-old, the 14-year-olds, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
13-year-old, 14-year-old. Yeah, I don't know. Really,
the
Yeah,
how it
fucking
is.
I
young
can see it.
generation.
Young generation.
Yeah, it's just used for cyberbullying. My personal opinion is it's
It's
here to
easy to
stay.
avoid.
It's here to stay, and um, cyberbullying. I've always said this about cyberbullying: just get off the computer. Get off the computer. Get away from it. People are always going to have some type of input about you, especially as a content creator. Like, listen, I have words that are blocked in my YouTube shit for a reason. Any word specifically that pops up, guess what, buddy?
Like
Held
the
for
N word.
review. Held for review. Yep, held for review, and it'll never pop and see the light of day. So that was it for that. So our last three things, and we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. I'm gonna ask everybody around this. It's Christmas time, so we're gonna be talking about Christmas stories, personal stories. We're gonna start off with Silencer. Silencer, what is a favorite Christmas story that you have?
When I got my green card.
All right, real one, buddy.
A
Listen.
real one. A real one. That's cap. You don't have
So
a green card.
so back in well, I don't know, I was fucking young as fuck. The best gift that I got as a little kid was this fucking big ass train. I was hyped as hell. And then I remember waking up and then fucking just ripping it open. I was like, hell yeah, fucking train, bro. Fucking put it all together, watch the train. It was all those, electric ones with a little remote.
Uh,
I think I was like maybe what, eight,
I
9 years old.
Yeah.
And fucking gave me cookies. Fucking ate, felt like a champ. Unstoppable. That was the best toy I ever got. After that I just turned to shit.
Right.
It was just little things from here. And it
You didn't
wasn't,
ask
it
for
wasn't
anything.
just family. No, I mean I wasn't that kind of kid where I was just fucking asking for shit.
Oh,
Maybe that's why I never got a lot of stuff because I wasn't that kind of kid. But
you asked for money.
no, I didn't ask for shit. It was just, I don't know. The whole idea of gifts to me, it came
Plus,
to a
like,
certain age where it wasn't for me asking. I don't know.
Right.
oh, I see
I
the
was just like that.
requirement.
So if they gave me something, it's cool. Maybe because I earned it. But if I didn't, then fuck it. I wasn't gonna dwell on it. Cry like a little kid when like these kids fucking get mad and tell their parents they fucking suck ass for not getting them a new iPhone.
Listen,
Deal.
fuck iPhones.
All right. Now, Dill, what is your favorite Christmas story?
Listen, I got the same favorite season. I got a little toy train too.
Hiring the maid.
Yeah, remember
Spending
Polar
Christmas,
Express?
spending Christmas at the maid's house while your parents were on in fucking Cabo,
That's
enjoying
my
Christmas together.
apartment. My mom had a little apartment. We were gonna live
Headshot.
off the bums, and shit. Polar Express, that Polar Express, that little Christmas movie,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I found one. I showed my mom. She said, "Really? How much does it cost?" I told her a lot of money. Yeah, didn't want to say to her how much it cost. She got it for me.
How much was it? Tell us. You can tell us.
250.
250.
Yeah, and
Damn.
it could have steam in it and crap. You put steam on it and horn.
Oh
It
shit!
was an
Damn.
exact replica of it.
I forget
This
this.
dude was really large.
I
cool. It
forget
was
this
so
food Dill.
cool.
Like his Christmases were like when me and you were already teenagers. Our shit was like like I remember like a Christmas like where I got a PlayStation 1. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
far out.
No, I was born in 2003.
So
He is
that's
too
funny.
young out.
So one of my favorite Christmas things was like I was like I don't know, it was like in 2008, right?
Mhm.
And my brother told me, he was like, I didn't get you a fucking gift. You're too old for a fucking gift. get the fuck out of here. Get all these presents, right? And like everybody in my family got a present, right? Everybody that was there. The nephews, the younger kids, my brother, my sister, my mom, my brother-in-law, right? He had gave everybody everything, and I watched every single person open a gift, and I didn't get shit, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, you know what? I think I left the like the beers or something in the car. Can you go get it? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go get the beers, right? I found them in the car, and I go and I give him this shit. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, you said you wanted this shit. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Come on, let's go out to the car. And in the front seat, there was a gift. So I overlooked the gift, right? I just got the beers, right?
Mhm.
And I opened it, and lo and behold, it was my fucking first ever skateboard, right? I had
Oh,
found a skateboard previously, and I sanded it down, and I made a few adjustments from parts that I would find around, like the junkyard or like from other people that had stuff. You know what I'm saying? I never had a skateboard. I built my own skateboard pretty much. And he got me this cool ass skateboard. It was like an airspeed skateboard. It has like a snake biting onto a skull. And it was really nice. Real nice. It was like one of the best gifts ever. I definitely rode that skateboard around a lot. I still have it to this day. I still have the skateboard. But definitely one of my best Christmases ever.
Ooh,
So now,
a night to remember.
that was a night to remember. You know, I was a little hurt. You know what I'm saying? People were opening fucking gifts, and I didn't get shit.
mad.
I was told, nah, fuck you. You're too
I had the
old.
same- I
You're
had the
too
same
old for
experience.
Christmas for me to be getting you anything. I'm broke. It'll come in the mail. Like, fuck, it
Come in the
hurt, you
mail.
know? And then I went to the car and I saw a gift in there. I was like, damn, he's going to go fucking play Santa with other people? Like, what the fuck? You know? It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. So, all right. The next one is going to be funny Christmas story. Silencer.
Fuck. Let's see. I think it was back in. I think like when I was 13 or 14. We had a little Christmas dinner party. You know, we invited cousins and everything. And it was at the time where we were starting to, get together, eat, sit down, and put the gifts up. And like a dumbass, I was trying to put the gift, and so to make it short, the whole fucking tree fell on top of me.
Probably three corners of the tree.
Oh, my.
So yeah, I just felt like a dumbass, and then I fucking stayed on the floor, and everybody was looking at me like, "What the fuck you doing, dumbass?"
That tree
That's
fell on me.
funny.
That's what happened.
And then I just got up all fucking, bummed and sad. I ate my fucking, I, I had a little fucking like a Snicker bar. I threw it on the floor and it fucking left.
Hey, you've heard of
It came out the
hey,
next day.
hey, you heard of Elf on the Shelf, right?
Oh,
Fucking a bean on a tree.
Being on a tree.
That fool was like a pine cone holding onto that fucking tree when it fell onto him. Oh
Bro, and
my!
this was one of those heavy ass trees. Well, because
I
it was like
bet.
a real one.
Yeah,
It wasn't those fake ones. So I was like, damn,
you
that should
fucking
hurt.
tree killer. All right, that's funny.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Did you get in trouble?
Nah, they just fucking. Well, my mom started bitching at me like, "You better fucking clean all this shit up." I was like, all
Bean cheese Cesar.
right.
Levántate.
Everybody was eating, and I was over there fucking being all sad. And everybody was talking like, "Yeah, you better fucking eye me. You better fucking clean it, bitch, or I'm gonna fucking smack you."
Better fucking up. Ain't no saving you from these fucking ass whoopings.
Wait until the visit leaves. Wait until they leave.
Wait
Bitch.
till they leave. Cuando van?
I'll give you a
Cuando
Christmas
van?
gift.
Yeah, I'll give you a Christmas gift. Fucking
Fucking
guy.
brand new belt. Fucking chancla.
Parents were abusive as fuck, huh?
Hell yeah.
Brand
Still
new
don't know
fucking
anything about that.
not anymore.
Brand new fucking chancla. Nah, he fucking knows. He just experienced
Oh
that
yeah.
as
he
an adult.
does.
All right. Dill, funny Christmas story. Give it to me.
Alright. So my dad's house for Christmas, right? They always had presents, right? Always had the presents. And, like, it was so irritating to find one, right? My dad, he had one under our bed. He had a Grinch mask. And we found one for our present. He just agreed. My brother just ran into the bathroom.
Damn.
He just sat on the toilet covering his eyes. He
Damn.
was like, is that scary man going? The scary
That's
Grinch
fucked up.
man.
That's abusive as fuck, bro.
Nah,
That
nah,
is abusive.
that's funny. He did,
I'm calling the domestic
did-
violence
he
line.
did more. It's just we were little.
Was he drunk?
That's
No, he wasn't drunk. He drinks now because
Caesar.
my grandma.
Fucking Caesar.
That's funny.
Yeah,
as
that's
fuck.
funny, bro. That's a good one.
Uh,
So
Fucking
mine,
dads.
mine's is kind of, it's kind of funny. I thought it was funny. So when I was like thinking about it, it's one that like came to me. It was about maybe like a day or two before Christmas, right? And we have these cousins that like they get everything, you know. They get the best Power Rangers. They have the best clothes, the best. They always got like the stuff that you wanted. They always had first, right? And we kind of grew up poor, and then we kind of like got into like the middle class eventually within the years. But when we first came to Colorado, we were kind of like broke, you know.
all living off
And-
the trees, right?
So let me tell you,
Having a point
I
there.
had a cousin who had, so I don't know what my cousin's
cousins.
son is, but I had a cousin who came over to the house, right? And she brought me this big old bag of toys, right? And she said, you know, hold it in the room and let me talk to your mom real quick, right? So prior to this, my mom might have told her that in school I learned that Santa Claus, you know,
Was fake.
yeah. So, in this couple, like, I want to say within hours, it transpired to her coming over with the gifts, right? So she starts giving me the gifts, and they're all used toys, right? But they're like brand new, mint condition, used toys, right? They're my cousin's toys, right? Her sons.
Yeah.
They're her sons. So she
Hi.
gives me all the toys, right? And I'm like, damn, I remember playing with this one, right? Why are
yeah.
you giving me these toys, right? She's like, for Christmas.
Because they've been bad boys.
Wait, no. She told me, and I want you to do me a favor. But if you do me the favor, you can have all these toys, right? You had brand new Ninja Turtles, brand new He-Man, Thundercats, fucking Street Sharks, Big Bad Beetleborgs, Power Rangers, you name it, right? It was a big bag. She said, but you have to do me the favor and never tell your cousin about Santa Claus. She, as a grown woman, told my mom, I'm going to bribe her son to not tell my son about Santa Claus. Right? Oh, okay. So, yeah, you know, sure, whatever.
You gotta
Christmas.
You gotta the early message.
Wait. Christmas comes, right? She comes over with her gifts and stuff. She comes over. First, she had an attitude because her and her husband were arguing, and she kind of like alludes and tells me like, "Remember our deal, whatever." Yeah, sure, whatever, right? And fucking, I go to my room and I'm playing with the toys, and then my cousin, her son, walks in the room, right? Where did you get all these toys from? And I told him, you know, from Santa Claus, you know. Oh, okay. These are cool. I have some just like these. I'm like, yeah, cool. You should bring it over one time. We should play. Well, unbeknownst to me, this little fucker had wrote some type of initials or some type of prints or symbol or whatever to pretty much show him that they were his. So he found out they were his. So he gets upset and he thinks I stole the toys. So I keep trying to tell him that, oh, no, these are mine and this, that, and the third, right? So he gets very upset. Very upset. Like, little kid temper tantrum. Oh, I'm going to tell your mom that you stole, right?
Yeah.
So I tell him, I got them for your mom. Well, why would my mom give you these, right? And I was like, she just gave me them. She said you don't play with them no more. So he kind of like calmed down, but he didn't understand fully why I didn't have the things, right?
Yeah.
So I go out, we're opening presents and stuff. And in the midst of everybody opening presents, she had gave me an additional present. It was a very small box, right? And it was probably about the size of a Nintendo 64 cartridge. Okay? So that's what I thought it was, right? Because we just got that system. I open it, and it's a piece of coal. Right? And I asked her, I was like, why are you giving me this? And she says, because I heard that you were a bad boy.
What the fuck?
Right? And at that time, I got fucking pissed off. So I turned around and I looked at my cousin and I said, Santa Claus is not real. In front of everybody, loud as fuck. The whole function, the whole party fucking shut down. My mom's dragged me into the room by my ear. The little kid is running to his mom. Don't you know I got the fucking beating of a lifetime?
I bet.
I was like, and my mom was like, why didn't you tell, why the fuck did she give me coal? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So that was my Christmas story.
Wow.
Man, let me tell you. I remember that story and I'm like, you know what? I don't feel too bad about it. Fucking bitch had the nerve to give me coal from her fucking grill.
Is it still? You still talk to her?
Yeah, I still talk to her and I bring it up every time I see her. Every time around Christmas, anytime I see her, I always bring it up. Like, remember you tried to bribe me? And she tried to take the toys, but my mom had told her that it was fine, it's whatever, haha, he was at that age anyways. He should have known by that age, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no fucking secret.
How old was he?
I want to say, like, we were both in, like, kindergarten, first grade-ish. Maybe second. Maybe second.
I didn't find myself.
It was, like, around the fucking, the Nintendo 64 was out, the first PlayStation,
Oh,
that type of shit, you know, where it was affordable to poor people, you know what I'm saying? So we were able to fucking get it.
dude, those can't relate.
Can't relate.
No.
They fucking listen. They manufacture it and they ship it right to them. But that's my Christmas story, guys. Fucking asshole. Coal for Christmas. Like, she didn't have to give me nothing. She didn't have to give me shit, right? She gave me coal. The disrespect. You know what? I was so pissed and embarrassed when people were laughing and pointing at me. I'm like, oh, okay, bitch. I see how you want to play. And yeah, fucking, man, the ass whooping of a lifetime. My fucking ass cheeks tremble at the fucking, anytime I walk by the fucking Kingsford coal, I just,
Brings back memories.
yeah. So that is it. Fucking Caesar. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope every single one of you have a happy Festivus, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever you are celebrating or not celebrating. I hope you have a fantastic day, a holiday. If it's not a holiday for you guys, I just hope you guys enjoy it with some type of eggnog, some type of cheery aspect of it, a Christmas movie. A lot of you guys are lonely. Yeah, the Beretta that Silencer has for some headies.
Headshot.
Not for suicide, though, okay? Because holiday suicide is a real shit. So,
Yep.
I'm thankful for everybody. I hope you have a very good holiday. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to Silencer. Merry Christmas to Dill. I hope you guys get what you guys want from the holiday. Get to enjoy the moment. Moments are important, just as important as gifts. So, did you guys want to add anything before we head out?
Deal.
Nope.
I'm sorry that he had to break it to you, but Santa's not real.
I know.
Do you though? Do you?
That
That is the question. Do you?
That shocked me. With your
It's your
parents.
dad, okay? It's your drunk dad.
It's your dad. Now you wonder why mommy was kissing Santa Claus, right? Yeah,
What's all that noise coming out of the chimney, my
Uh-huh.
man?
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna attend this.
Listen, he was coming down the chimney and then coming up something else. So
Bringing that milk in.
trying to give you a little brother.
He was bringing that milk in with the cookies to your mom.
With the cookies. So we're going to end it there, guys. It was a little bit longer than I expected, but happy holidays to you guys. Dill, I want to thank you for showing up and distracting us from the podcast. You know, we'll try to have you on more often for segments, for reviews and stuff.
I'll try.
Yep. Silencer, thank you
I'll
for
try.
showing up today. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, buddy.
And with that being said, guys, I'm Killing Spree 37.
I'm Silencer.
And I'm Dill.
We're out.
people.
Killing Spree 37!
Give me some chon chon.
Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.